Hey guys, so I'm officially putting my 2.5 month notice for this game. As you all know, Kabam, this month they basically split the spotlight mission into three pieces. So it's gonna go all the way till December. And for this month, you know, if you really think about it, it's just new dialogue. And this past week, I have not been wanting to play the game. It's just super boring. I've maybe logged in like every day for tops like an hour, maybe even less. I'm still there for my alliance doing alliance missions. I'm not gonna let them down. But this past weekend, and trust me, like my arenas have looked like this for like the past week. Basically nothing, and I don't think I'm going to finish the entire spotlight for this month. I think at most I'll probably just end up finishing master, expert, and maybe hard, and after that, that's going to be it. And kabam, they can't even fix this grinder bug with the monthly spotlight objective. Monthly objective. I don't know why. It's never been an issue before, and in the past, if there has been an issue, they have fixed it. This time they can't, and I don't know. There is a thread going on. I don't know if they plan on like giving this last objective to everyone. If they do, I think that's extremely generous. From what I read, it seems like they were gonna do this, but I don't have my hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. They probably won't. That'd be way too nice, but they just might. Who knows? But like I said, at the end of the day, it's cool that they're doing this sort of shattered glass timeline thing with like the spotlight, and I think the only thing that bothers me is that they are kind of stretching it for 3 months. So all the way till December, we're gonna continue with this spotlight, and that's just about it, and all this got me thinking, what has 2019 had? And I took a quick look at some random stuff, as things were just popping into my head. And so today, October 14th, it marks day 287 of 2019, which means I have watched 861 ads for this game in exchange for 4,305 energon, which isn't a bad trade-off. And I'm sure I've watched more ads because every now and then, we're doing missions and we run out of energy, and we click play ad to get 9 additional energy. So I have watched my share of ads. I don't do the energy one every single day, but the energon one I pretty much do. And that got me thinking, let's do a quick recap of 2019. But before we do that, let's take a quick look at their Facebook, because every now and then they like uploading like little pictures here and there, like little wallpapers, which, looks cool. This one I haven't seen before, the Nemesis Prime one. But today, I checked this one, and this first dude says, they update this Facebook page more than the actual game. And wow, that cracked me up so much. But yeah, man, like everyone is just asking for content, and whether it's an issue with licensing, whether it's an issue with active, the number of active players that are playing this game, an issue with revenue, could be a combination of everything. I still don't know why they don't port in like some stuff from MCOC. Like, I think the thing that looks cool is that dungeon thing where you can play with like someone else and take on like, I don't know, some lanes, and that looked like fun. I did actually give it a try in MCOC. I don't even know if they still have it, but I did give it a try when it was first introduced, and it was fun, but in this game they don't have anything. The new story spotlight, the new story, the new act just recently dropped, and it's like, I don't know if it's too late, but aside from that, let's go ahead and start. So back in 2019, I took a look at the changelog, and honestly, it's not really updated. But basically, I still remember back in January when I made my video on, it was right before they announced like the generic missions, the generic bot chips and all that stuff, the reforged spotlights. I remember making my lockdown video where I kind of, I was hoping that it might be him as like a featured character, because as you guys know, 2018, basically a new character every single month, a new spotlight every single month, and it was pretty stale. It was pretty stagnated at that time, but at least we were getting a new character. And of course that changed. For the most part, the information that Otrix, I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right, that data mine video, that all the info that he provided me, it was pretty much accurate. And all of 2018, we saw the majority of the characters get released, with the exception of, I think one of them was like Laserbeak, and of course Lockdown. And there was info on Unicron and like new missions and the Sharkticons getting swapped out, things like that. And then, so yeah, I made the video thinking, oh, Lockdown might be coming out in January. And of course, we got hit with the generic bot chips and the reforged spotlights. And I thought it was kind of a good idea at first. New players, they get the chips for opening crystals. They can, have a chance at getting characters that they don't have, that they normally wouldn't get right away, or, in such a short time of playing the game. So it was good for them. But of course, we knew that was a bad direction for the game as far as where it was heading. And then, yeah, those first 4 months were pretty damn boring, I'm not gonna lie. And then the 2-year anniversary hit in April, which was in April, as we can see here. It was a new feature. It was the challenge mission that I was actually a part of. I gave my mod recommendation of the harm accelerator. No, it wasn't harm accelerator. Sorry, it was kind of like that. It was what was it called? Life transfer. No, it wasn't life transfer. Was it? I don't remember. I think it was. I honestly don't remember what the name of the mod was, but it's the one on Grimlock that's in Rulers of Kaon, and it was bugged. If you applied a debuff on the opponent, like a shock, a burn, a bleed, whatever, you wouldn't heal if you hit the opponent. And I messaged Mike about this, and he said, he was going to message the devs to take a look at it. And yeah, never heard anything, never got fixed. And I apologize. I really do apologize. Some of you guys struggled on that mod. But yeah. And then what else came out? It was the challenge mission, and I don't think it's on here, but I believe Thundercracker came out with this challenge mission as well. And then the alliance missions got updated a little bit, and then a number of characters received some buffs, and it was Hound, Mixmaster, which Hound is still pretty crap. They need to buff him again. Mixmaster's been good. I just hate how clunky he feels. Jetfire has been good. Kickback, he has been really good. Starscream has been good as well. Galvatron, great as well. Grimlock, not so much of a difference. Grinder, he recently got a buff, so he's a little bit better. Sideswipe as well, got a buff recently again, and he's definitely a damage dealer. Dinobot, can't say anything about him, haven't played with him. This Bumblebee, the Dark of the Moon Bee, he got better with the special one. And Megatronus got a little a tickle of a nerf, which did nothing to him. And then Shield Master Synergy, some stuff there. And then I believe the following month we got some more reforged spotlights, and then eventually they started introducing those chrono vector missions, and I think it was like one, 2, or 3 of them that they introduced, like over, kind of separated. And then, okay, this is last month, which that's way too ahead. What else got released after the chrono vector missions? I believe it was Nemesis Prime. And I don't remember if he came with the new spotlight. I think he might have, but I don't remember. And then they did Fog of War, the Fog of War challenge, which it was great. And it kind of felt like, hey, maybe they're gearing towards, something big, something that everyone's going to have to tackle. They want us to rank up our characters. And sadly, that event came and it went. Nothing to show for it. There's currently still nothing to show for having like a 5-star character, fully forged, fully ranked up. If you have a full team, you can basically clear anything in the game, with the exception, I think, of alliance missions, difficulty 140. Still got to be kind of good at that, but everything else in the game is pretty much a cakewalk. And then September 23rd, this was just last month, they introduced the new act. 9 months later they introduced a new act, and that's just in 2019. I think the last chapter for Act 3 got released last year. I don't remember what date, but yeah, it's definitely been a while, guys. And then of course the start of a 3-month story arc, some bug fixes, and if you were to just scroll through, it It seems like it might be quite a bit, but honestly, it's not a lot. It's really not. And yeah, I think like I said, guys, this I'm gonna definitely stick it out till January if the game makes it that far, just to see what they're gonna introduce. If it's gonna be another, 3-part spotlight, I'm not doing it. I can't do it anymore. I'm sure you guys understand. Some of you that have been here from the very beginning, I appreciate you guys, and new subscribers, everything like that. I appreciate it. It's been fun. It's definitely, this game's, in my opinion, it's a gem in the store. You're not gonna find another game out there like this. I've played games like Injustice 2 on the mobile. I think the controls are absolute crap. I've played other games. I've played MCOC, and I don't like that game. Just the whole 2D thing, it's not for me. And just the overall fighting, parrying, it's like, I don't know. I don't like it. But yeah, I don't blame them from like a company standpoint. Obviously they have to make their money, and this game just isn't doing it. So why put in the effort, if a game's not gonna give you anything in return? For October, I think Kabam, they did hint at something. Let me see if this takes me back. There was like a Halloween post, and I think it was Vidius. They said something. He said, I don't know, guys, spooky season, just maybe too spooky for the bots. Rumor has it around the office, though, that something is coming. And yeah, I don't know. I hope this is something good. Hope it's something big. Otherwise, it's going to be another raid event, which I know, a lot of you guys hate them. I know I hate them. Arena events, raid events, those are like the worst, man. I don't feel like raiding anymore. I don't feel like doing arenas. Maybe this is how, getting old feels like, but we're getting there. And what I also don't like is like they hint at characters. They've hinted at characters in the past, like Black Arachnia, and recently the Scorponok and Waspinator spotlight. They hinted at, Beast Wars Megatron. They were trying to get the resources, whatever they needed, to build like a space bridge for their Megatron to come down. And we kind of just abandoned that, Kabam just abandoned that whole story thing. It's like, well, fuck it, moving on to another, spotlight, and we're never gonna hear about that one again, which is unfortunate. It's a tease. The 2 characters that did come out this year, Thundercracker and Nemesis Prime, I know some people like making a case for them for being new characters, and I'm with those people like 50% of the way. The other 50% you cannot ignore. It's a repainted character. Sure, the abilities are different, but the animations, everything is the same. You should not be okay with that. You really should not be okay with that. I understand that they're trying to give us something, but at the end of the day, it's not what this game deserves. I feel like this game, they could have done so much, and it is only 2 years that the game has been out in the store. It can totally turn around. It still has time to turn around. I think Earth Wars, it's still getting like crazy updates, and just this past year, either this past year or this year, they introduced, I think it was the combiners. So they did something new there. I'm sure Kabam can do something new here. But like I said, after January, I might stop uploading videos for this game. I don't know what I'll do on my channel. I may continue to upload like every now and then if like news or something comes up, but it's not going to be as frequent. And the irony of all this is I'm looking forward to Kabam's Realm of Champions game. I might give that one a try. I'll definitely try it out. If I like it, might start playing it. If not, we'll move on to something else, or we won't move on to anything, and this channel will just die. But yeah, I was actually planning. All right, so my rant is over, guys. All that recap of 2019, it's torturous. It's been a torturous year, but those of us that have sticked it out, we're fucking heroes. We're warriors. And it's sad because I've seen plenty of people leave this game. People that I've interacted with, talked to, they've quit this game and they don't plan on coming back, and it's sad. Some of them were whales too, so yeah, missing out on some cash, Kabam. All right, but that's over and done with. And what I had planned on doing was maybe streaming Revenge of the King, like an entire run through of Revenge of the King this Saturday or Sunday or Friday, or I don't know, later this week. But then I realized, you know what, my phone's not gonna be able to handle it, because after about 30 or 40 minutes of playing this game, my everything starts lagging, and I can't fix that. I have to like stop for a bit, like 20 minutes, and let it cool down a bit. So either this week or next week, guys, I'll probably do that run through, but it'll be split. I'll just do like a couple fights for a day. I'll do like maybe 4 fights a day, and till we get to the end, and that'll be it until what is it? We're basically mid-month. So until Kabam lets us know what November is getting, or if we get some news for maybe Halloween, maybe something, an event. We're all hopeful, but yeah, it's the end of the line. It's the end of the line. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. Let me know your thoughts on what 2019 has brought about so far. Do you guys actually think this game is going to turn around? I do think they are trying. The act, the new dialogue spotlights. It's funny because I feel bad, because I feel like a dick whenever I say like new dialogue spotlights, but come on, it's true. It's just new dialogue. There's no new game modes, nothing else. But let me know if you guys are hopeful for maybe 2020 will be the turnaround for this game. If not, let's all go find a new game to play, and yeah. All right, see you guys later.